What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about Amius, the Lunar Archon, and I'm pretty sure you've already seen some stuff on him, but I want to go through it step by step just so we can fully understand the mechanics if you have some confusion about it. So we're bringing in cleansers, we're bringing in block debuff champions. I have 2 block debuff champions just for safe measure, plenty of heals, plenty of decreased attack. We've also got Mighty Yuko to strip for us as well because we want to strip some buffs. And of course, we have poison damage. You can be using bomb damage in here. That works as well too. I've seen, some variations of this comp, people using ally protection as well. But, buffs are key. Some debuffs are key. Heals are probably non-negotiable. So let's go in. Let's see what we do in the base form first. So we just want to get some damage up with Mithrala first, but you absolutely need block debuffs at the start. Why? Because the boss is at A3, places a stun. If you get stunned, you will not be able to place heal reduction. Now, we've only done a little bit of damage to this point, so it doesn't matter a ton if the boss opens with the A2, but I'm just going to tell you that if you do not place like decreased attack, if you don't place, block buffs, if you don't place decreased defense, any of those, the boss will not open with the A3. He will open with the A2, and then he's going to heal, which isn't the end of the world now, but it will matter over time, because you kind of just want to be doing the same thing, right? You want to have a kind of rinse and repeat strategy about this. So this is how I've been doing it. Get up some debuffs that he can convert with his A3 so that he uses his A3. And right now we're just going to, A1 with everybody. The boss uses A3. We're good to go. We can A1 with Mithrala there. A1 with Elva. And now we absolutely need our heal reduction. So before the boss uses A2, you want to use heal reduction. The boss has 3 turns left on his passive. So we're going to A1 with Pythion there. We're going to strip increase attack off of the boss. And we are going to A1 with Mithrala there. Boom. The boss gets a ton of turn meter back. Pythion's not going to be able to cut in here. I kind of want him to cut in. We kind of need some useless buffs. And I need them, soon. So before the boss metamorphs, you want a buff on everybody, right? You need some sort of buff on everybody. Otherwise, the boss is going to open with his A1. If he opens with his A1, that is problematic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn Mighty Yuko's increased speed here. We're going to get increased speed on everyone. And just A1 there, get some continuous heals up. And we need to get decreased attack up. Get some more damage up. The boss transforms. He's going to use his A3 to strip us because he wants to place decreased speed on us. Okay, now we are going to cleanse with Mithrala shield. We are going to A1 with Venomage. Let's get decreased attack up. And we can use a block debuffs. All right, just to get some more buffs on us. Actually, it looks like Elva is gonna go. So let's burn Elva so we can get more buffs up, because the more buffs we have, the more that we can tank the boss's A1 hit, get some damage reduction from Pythion's passive. Very helpful. All right, so the boss has 1 turn left on the Eclipse counter, and then he's going to change back into the base form. Okay, we can A1 there. We got to keep decreased attack on us. We need to make sure at this point that we absolutely have block debuffs on everybody, right? So Mithrala is going to go. She's going to lose block debuffs. So I need to place it right now with Pythion. Before the boss metamorphs, you need block debuffs because he's going to open with his A3. Well, in this scenario, we want him opening with the A3. So we need block debuffs right now, all right? If he metamorphs and we don't have it on us, we're going to be stunned, and then we likely won't be able to place heal reduction. Let's try to use her A2, get decreased defense up to ensure that he uses the A3. Use the A3. We're good to go. We can strip with Mighty Yuko there. And now we need to come back around to our heal reduction from Venom Mage. So we're going to use Venom Mage A3 heal reduction so that the boss does not heal here. And that is all you have to do. Okay. So I'm going to break it down again. First place block debuffs, which are block debuffs champion before the boss uses the A3 at the start. Then you're going to heal reduction after the boss uses the A3. Just before the boss metamorphs, you're going to place a buff on yourself that is expendable. So increase speed, reflect damage, any of that stuff that you don't really care about, because you really care about block debuffs. You kind of care about increased defense. You don't want to place increased defense on yourself before, because he's going to change it to decreased defense and he's going to attack you. So you kind of don't want to place, increased defense on yourself. So some buff that doesn't hurt you too much when the boss converts it into the negative effect, right? So that is pretty much it. But the boss transforms, he strips. You want him to strip. If you do not buff, he will not strip. He will A1, he will kill you. After that, after the boss strips, which we've done because we buffed up. I know this is kind of confusing, guys, but follow me here. You're going to cleanse, you are going to buff up, and then the boss is going to use his A1. You absolutely need to tank that hit. That A1 hit, if he kills you, it's kind of hard to come back from. It pretty much starts the entire fight over for you, all right? So at this point, the boss has used his A3 and his A2. We've got 2 turns left on the passive before he is going to metamorph again. Decrease attack, get that up. We're going to make sure that we use, get some heals up. Continuous heal everywhere. We've got 1 turn. I need Mighty Yuko to go. And use Mighty Yuko's A3 there. Get increased speed up so the boss can use his A3 and then use his A2. And at this point, we need to cleanse. So we're going to use the A3 there. We get the shield up. Let's use this and then get some cleanse. All right, we're good. We tanked the hit. Now we can just, get more damage up there. We've got decreased defense and decreased attack up. The boss is going to use his A3 when he metamorphs. And now we're just, trying to get as many heals up as we can. We also need to make sure that we place block debuffs right now before the boss goes back into the base form. I don't think I said that before. So block debuffs needs to go up right now. All right. When there's 1 turn on the eclipse counter, block debuffs. Okay. At the start of the fight, block debuffs. When there's 1 turn left on the eclipse counter, block debuffs. All right. Now we need heal reduction. The boss uses A3 when he metamorph. Now we need heal reduction. Heal reduction is going to go up. We're going to strip with Mighty Yuko. Get some continuous heals up. We pretty much need everybody at full health when we go into the metamorph, because that A1 is just so deadly. All right. So we don't take crazy damage there. Let's get decreased attack up. All right. And now the boss is about to metamorph. So I'm going to take increased speed from Mighty Yuko, because there's no way that we take 2 turns before the boss goes again. We get our heals, get a little bit of damage up. It looks like Mithrala may go, but she's still gonna have a buff up. So even having Veil up helps. Continuous heal definitely helps. Boom. And we're barely taking any damage there. All right. So at this point, we need to cleanse. Okay. We're going to cleanse, get decreased attack up. Elva should cut in. So we want to make sure we get as many buffs up as possible as we can, so we can benefit from Pythion's passive. Get increased defense up as well. Boom. We tank that hit, but it's so close. It is so close. Let's get decreased attack up. We have to make sure we have block debuffs up right now. If anybody goes, so Mithrala will go, she will lose it. So we gotta place it now. Get it up for 2 turns. Let's get, you know, decreased defense up. Make sure the boss uses that A3. And now we're just waiting on the boss to change forms. And this is where it gets tricky, okay? Because when the boss gets low on health, if he does not die when he is in his base form, he is going to, you know, revive. All right, heal reduction time right before the A2. Let's get some heals up. Make sure everybody's at full health or close to full health. Let's strip off the buffs. All right, and the boss is, you know, has 2 turns left. We should kill him now. All right, we don't. So we're gonna cycle through one more time. 1 turn on his passive. We're gonna get continuous heal up. Burn Mighty Yuko's A3. And our health is a bit lower than I would like. But the boss is going to metamorph. He's gonna strip and use his A2. Okay. And right now, I gotta take the cleanse. We gotta get as much health as possible because we are dangerously low. We are dangerously low. We don't have a ton of buffs right now. We need decreased attack. We don't get decreased attack. Oh my god. Oh no. This could be the end of us. This could be the end. Yeah, Mighty Yuko gets 1 shot. So, and then the boss heals. All right. And then, yeah, but that's pretty much how it works, guys. So we need to get block debuffs because he's going to stun. So let's take block debuffs now. Get some damage up. And we need to get as many heals as possible. 2 turns on the boss's passive. Get continuous heal up. Let's try to get back to full health here. Mighty Yuko has 1 turn. The boss is going to metamorph in 1 turn. Okay. It always gets tricky when the boss starts to get low. Let's try to get decreased attack. Oh, we already had it. It's okay. All right. Let's get another continuous heal up over there. Get Mighty Yuko back up. Let's get increased speed up. That is our useless buff that we are taking. Boss is going to strip. He's going to sleep. He's going to AoE. All right. I would love to get a brimstone up right now. But right now we are going to do that. We need decreased attack. Hopefully Elva can cut in. Yes, and we get some more buffs. All right, we don't get 1 shot that time. Let's go ahead and we got to keep decreased attack up so that the boss uses A3. Everybody absolutely needs block debuffs before the metamorph. I'll take increased defense right now too for Mighty Yuko's sake. Okay, the boss used the A3. Keep decreased attack up. Let's place our heal reduction before the A2. Some heals for Mighty Yuko. And we got 3 turns. 3 turns to kill the boss, possibly before he... Nah, we're not going to kill him right now. Because Brimstone's not going to proc. He doesn't have a skill available to proc it. It's okay. Let's use decrease attack. Get some heals. Okay. And unless we get like a bajillion poisons right now, it's not going to happen. We're going to have to wait. Let's get increased speed up. The boss is about to metamorph. Increased speed is on everyone. Mithrala goes. Boss is very low right now. Yep. He did not use what? Wait, what just happened? So I actually killed the boss in the metamorph form, which you don't want to do because the boss will heal and, you know, revive. So unlucky there, kind of an unlucky run. I'm sure it happens. But if you don't fully understand the boss at this point, I'm going to put the exact directions up on the screen for what you need to do. First, you need to block debuffs so that you don't get stunned with the A3. You want to use decrease attack or decrease defense landed on the boss so that you can ensure he uses his A3. Then after he uses his A3 and you avoid the stun, you want to use heal reduction before the boss uses his A2. Now, before the metamorph, so once the boss's passive is down to 1 turn, you want to use a useless buff before that time. So it could be increased speed, it could be, you know, reflect damage, it could be increased res, it could be anything, something that you are going to allow the boss to strip off of you so that he can use his A3 and his A2 in his metamorph state. Otherwise, he will use his A1 and he will one-shot you. Now, after the metamorph, in the cleanse, you want to cleanse. So after the metamorph, you want to cleanse. And then you want to buff up so that you don't get one shot for the boss. So you want to place your shields, you want to place increased defense if you have it, you want to place whatever you need to place so that you can survive that A1. When there's 1 turn left on the Eclipse counter, use block debuff so you don't get stunned before the boss switches back into his base form. So you need block debuffs up when there's 1 turn left on the Eclipse counter. You also need to place a decreased attack or decreased defense or, you know, block buffs, which in this case we don't want to place block buffs because that means Mighty Yuko doesn't have the strip to strip the boss after, but you need to place that when there's 1 turn on the Eclipse counter. Otherwise, the boss will use his A2 when he switches back into his base form. Then, after the boss switches back into his base form successfully, if he has used his A3, you want to use heal reduction before he uses his A2 again. Kill the boss in his base form. Otherwise, he revives. Keep decrease attack up the entire time if you can, but that is it. You use those exact same steps over and over and over again until you kill the boss, or unless you have like Fushan and ally attack and you just, you know, you kill the boss in 2 turns. But that is it, guys. Hopefully this was helpful. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, guys, be good and be well.